Coach Xiao Han explains a problem that every table tennis player faces. You read the serve correctly, but you still miss the ball. Many players think the mistake comes from technique. In reality, the biggest problem is judgment.
I'm moving towards the middle position. What went wrong? Let me try again. Everyone, watch my technique. Is this a common scenario? Yes, I feel like I grasp about 40% of the sensation. What went wrong? Why did you anticipate correctly but miss the ball? Are you saying the purpose of this ball is just to hit? I'll shift slightly to the side for better visibility. This is my usual move. Yes, why? Why is the movement too big, the hand position low, the swing too wide, and there are too many collisions? Collisions should not be an issue. There is no issue with the collision. It's rare for people to get the spin right on their first shot, isn't it? The ball is fine, but why did you make an error? We need to analyze the cause. You see, when you hit the ball out of bounds first. Come on, take a shot. You see, his shot has a side spin. Okay, stop, come here, take a shot. Let's see which one has side spin in these two shots. Good. Is it the first one with side spin? The first one. The second one. Pretty good shots, you see. You must be wondering what I'm up to. Great to hear. Right? Many fellow players agree. Everyone here is on the same page. The first one is a side spin, right? Excellent. So, first off, when you make a mistake, what should be your first move? My first point is to remember his movements, yes. Observe what action he makes when serving a side spin. Just observe his movements. The final stopping point of his serve side spin is here. The stopping point of his underspin is here. Here is his forehand. Here is his backhand. Right? Isn't that correct? So when I observe his judgment, the first mistake, the second is I must immediately adjust my grip. Identify his common movements. For instance, when he's in a ready position, where does he pause? Does the height of his ready position change? You'll notice many players during service, they raise the ball for forehand and lower for backhand. His short serves involve subtle movements. Understand his playing habits. Yes, minimize your own judgment errors, so that your technique will become more stable in the future. The key difference from others lies in these details. Yes. I use my usual chopping technique, although this time it resulted in an out-of-bounds shot even though it's my go-to move. Keep your hand high, body low. Keep your movements compact. Yes, now, serve another one. Approach the table, remember this move. Which action should be performed at the table? So, when he performs this action again, such as during a match, do you have a grasp of it in your mind? At times, what do we do? Often when we are receiving or serving. Avoid looking at him, yes. Avoid looking at the opponent. If you make a mistake, don't dwell on it, and refrain from making adjustments on your own. Even your own serve may be affected, yes. Table tennis is a strategic game. He serves with side spin a few times. He keeps changing tactics, therefore, we need to make him play fewer and fewer shots. Fast, slow. Playing here doesn't work well. Proper positioning in the middle is crucial. For instance, all these techniques are straightforward. The fewer deceptive serves he executes, the easier it is for you to receive, correct? Ultimately, leave your opponent with no options. When there's nothing more to display, it's similar to Fan Zhendong facing off against Molong. Ultimately, there's nothing more to display. You have too many weaknesses, which is why there are many variations. So when the ball comes, 1, 2, 3. Why does it go out? It's because the spin on the ball is greater than you imagine. The spin needs to be stronger, yes, then you will go out. The spin varies for everyone. The first serve and the 10th serve are not the same. Understood. Let's grasp it, ask everyone. Let's play a round of 6, come. Receiving and serving is indeed challenging, yes. But you can't avoid it, you have to practice diligently. There's no other way, just work hard. It's all in the step. Especially when playing against opponents. Yes, if you haven't followed me yet, click the follow button at the top left corner. Is there a universal approach to serving and receiving? That's a good question. A universal method, I've mentioned it before. Do you think it exists? Cool? I think the universal method is like this. It works for some spins that are not very obvious, for example, such as this kind of side spin. This kind of top spin is no problem. It's challenging to adjust when there's a significant difference. Next, I'll loop like this, okay? Send a 60% side spin. Loop like this, send a 100% side spin, your most effective serve. Loop like this is the universal technique. What do you think about how I performed these 3 types of loops? Where is the universality, exactly? Where is the universality, exactly? Where is the universality? Why 20, 60, 80? They can all be looped, everything can be looped. Why? Come on, Han are you? This day. Why? Because of friction. Because of more practice, no problem. Yes, it's because of friction. These 3 balls are all pure friction. I rubbed it very thin. It will mainly rely on friction. Come, look, you did hit it hard just now. For instance, if I hit you with a less effective shot, you can still make it work. Not very effective, highly effective. Isn't that right? This is a universal technique. What are the benefits of this approach? Indeed, whether it's profitable or not, it all comes down to this particular move. The issue lies in its quality upon reaching the table. Yes, when you keep making repeated mistakes and losing feeling, don't be too hard on yourself. For example, if you're exerting force now, sis, you're exerting force now, casually, as you normally play, sis. Oh my, can't even get up from this. Yes, it's too much spin. Just increase the friction. Add spin with a bit of friction. If necessary, increase the friction on your hand, compromise some quality, and concentrate on the spin. What is your goal in crucial moments? If you are far ahead, this game is not important. Concentrate on training. Concentrate on improving the quality. You can then improve the quality. If you want to prioritize performance, we must trade off quality and enhance performance efficiency. It also applies to serves. This makes the shot more stable. Certainly, this principle applies universally, including in backhand flicks. Indeed, quality also entails risks. Indeed, quality also entails risks. Yes, I believe players can choose the right strategy at the right moment. If it's 9 to 9, I really don't recommend everyone to swing hard and forcefully. 9 to 9. Oh, missed the backspin. Alright, I'll spin the ball. 9 to 9, lower your center of gravity. You're lifting up there, buddy. You need to brush the ball. Don't rely on your upper arm for lifting. The foundation of your backhand is too weak. It's not looking good, it's over. I don't stand a chance at 9 to 9, 9 to 9. 9 to 9. That's the sensation. At 9 to 9, people's instinctive reaction will be very tense. Many people get nervous from the first point, but you only get nervous at crucial moments. I want to train you. What is your reaction in emergencies? It's because during your training, bang bang, it's all like this when it comes to matches. That's why his performance deteriorates. Even when the movement is distorted, I remain calm. That's how it goes. That's how it is. What is the most stable way to execute a side topspin? Can you still return the ball when he sends a more arched side spin? Even with a more arched side spin, you can still return the ball with side spin. What is the key factor? In my opinion, it's controlling the power. Yes, controlling the power is crucial. Some have grasped it correctly. For example, the first case. So this one is foolproof, right? If I apply a little more pressure, what should I do? I can perform a side spin. You see, come on, demonstrate it. Reduce the forward momentum. This is very stable. Yes, in fact, for example, if you can only execute a backhand topspin, you need to decrease the force. Many people, especially when serving with a hook, apply too much side spin, right? Why does it go out? It's because your force direction is too much upwards. I can apply force, but I need to direct it forward. The same applies to the backhand. You see, many people tend to receive with the racket tilted upwards. How do they receive like this? From down to up, it's a force generation which needs to be timed correctly. When hitting the ball, many people struggle to control their power. As teacher Li mentioned, applying force seems simple. In fact, if I were to ask you to apply force now, how much force to apply? Now, if I reduce the force of this movement and add some side spin, I alter the force direction from back to front, rather than from bottom to top. This issue can be effectively resolved. This can be resolved before taking the stage. You won't lose a point immediately when the opponent serves. It's not just about losing a point, right? Now the issue with amateur table tennis players is record yourself and take a look. How many points are lost directly on serves in one game? How many unexpected shots that catch the opponent off guard are there? Exactly. You have these 6 or 7, which is half of those 15 or 16. Exactly. This, fellow players, is a distinction. I adjust my side position. If there's a collision, I reduce lateral movement and apply force from the back to the front. When the opponent strikes the ball, this way, the forward swing won't be as extensive. That's how you should adjust to the situation, correct? Let me ask everyone. Why do top spin shots hit the net? That's a great question. Similar to hitting backspin shots out. Yes, when you're playing. Why does a top spin shot? When you're receiving serves, since it's a serve, why do you hit the net? Why does your backspin shot go out? Yes. Feel free to ask everyone. What is the main reason? Is the main reason what you're asking? The main reason, without a doubt, is a second reason. Everyone, reconsider it. No, everyone is discussing the technical aspect. Why do you still return the ball when I hit it to your side? Fault, that's the call. It should have gone out of bounds, it's in. So I believe it's still valid. For instance, you believe I hit it to your side, correct? You may have made the wrong judgment. That's the initial step. You judged it wrong, correct? Why did he hit the net? Maybe it was accidental, right? Misjudging the situation was a major problem. He even misread the shot. What I requested was different. You oversimplified it, right? So your answer is definitely wrong, right? Excessive movements and subsequent actions are based on the existing knowledge of the specific shot. To avoid making mistakes, he must choose the best option. He clearly hit the ball out beyond the baseline. Why do you keep hitting the ball into the net? You can't always get blocked, right? For example, others interpret it differently, but he believes it's a topspin. Look. This is a backspin. When he hits the ball like this, you see, right? A topspin will definitely hit the net, right? It's the same situation. He leaned forward, causing upward friction. So, why is this ball spinning backward? Look at the balls. He must have thought it was a topspin. He believed leaning forward indicated going upward. The next move is deceptive. Players, you see. So, he's a bottom choice. He's not. If he rubs from here to here, this is a top choice. This is a top choice. Everyone, look. Do you recognize this move? Do you all think it's a side top? This is a side under. Side under. Beautiful. Try it, you see. This is a side under, straight into the net. The effect of a side top stroke is like this when you try it. Brushed it off, you made the wrong move. You need to trust the objective rules if you fall for this move after receiving it. At most, he's just very skilled with the follow-up move after the ball bounce. He deceived you. You shouldn't shift to the side just based on his move. If I doubt my technique, then I end up in a dead end, exactly. Just one receive from him, you assist with one receive, and when you hit, he misses. He might have been practicing for many years to confuse you, yes? He's smashing, right? When you smash, everyone else is out, then it's your point, right? That's your problem, we misjudged, yes, you need to observe. Don't think that many times. This move is not logical, his shot should be a side smash. My actual move is to smash like this. Then this is fake. It could all be a choice made by your opponent. You may see many amateur players serving, but in reality, he plays with side spin. He truly is a player who uses side spin. Didn't read the question correctly. Yes, didn't assess the question accurately. I respond in my own way, but it's not effective. For instance, if you can't return a single shot. Remember, he mainly plays with his backhand. Then I might attempt a spin shot.
对，这样就有可能做出突破。
The second type is, he often serves with his backhand. When he serves to you and you're too close, he doesn't have room to hit the ball. This is also a possibility. Yes, blocked, blocked. So, when receiving the serve, he should keep at least one arm free. This way, you see, I'm in the same position. What is the third category? Some of his shots are neutral. To produce pure underspin, he also needs to strike with his hand on top. For instance, such as a fancy serve. That's strange indeed. When you hit it, it drops down. Hey, serve me another one. This is so intense. What type of spin is this, anyway? What type of spin is it, really? Actually, he doesn't even know what kind of spin it is, yes? For a while, I thought I didn't even know what type of spin my serve had. When I used to coach back in college, I suggested trying a side spin serve, but I'm not sure what type of spin it is. I can manage a top spin serve, but I might struggle with a backspin serve if I were to try. This is highly probable. If you don't apply spin, you may only generate half spin.
大家好，我是小韩老师。下面呢，我们来说一下专属课堂怎么看直播。大家别着急啊。首先呢，我们肯定是加了小韩